another scan test which helps us determine binaural separation is the competing sentences. And so we've got the test directions, competing sentences, right ear, practice items, test directions, competing sentences, left ear, practice items, test items. So we would do those to set that up. We're going to click on the test directions, competing sentences right here. We're using the AudioStar Pro. The source is internal because we have these loaded into our audiometer. It's a proprietary test. So we purchased the Scan 3A and had those sound files loaded on our audiometer by submitting a form to the GSI, and they sent us the digital copies on a USB, which we were able to put in the port on the side of the audiometer. And then they're imported into our word lists. So we're going to start with the test directions. We're going to hit save. Setup on channel 1 is going to be external A. Channel 2 is going to be external, internal B. It says internal, external on the audiometer if you're looking at it specifically. And then we're using the transducer inserts, left in the first channel and right in the second channel. To start those directions, we're going to hit interrupt in the second channel and then interrupt in the first channel. It'll play those binaurally because it's a test of dichotic listening. After we give the instructions, we can go through the practice items, and then after the practice items, the test items. And so you would hit that interrupt button on channel 2 and then channel 1 for it to play those. The nice thing about it being loaded as one file for all of those sentences is that it's going to auto advance in the right time based on how the test was normed. And you do want to run this test with the competing sentences right ear directed and then left ear. It doesn't matter if you do left ear first or right ear first, but I'm not sure actually if it matters or not. I would say do it right ear first and left ear first because that's the way it's set up with the manual, but I'm sure it doesn't make a huge difference. And then you want to run them both because that's how you're going to score it. So after you've done the right ear, you will click to do the practice or the test directions so they know to ignore the right ear and only say the sentence in the left ear, practice items, and then the test items for the competing sentences left ear. And so you would just click on that one and it's the same. You would just interrupt right and left, and it's set up so that it will play the same. It's just the instructions are different and the sentences are obviously different. All right, so scoring. The scan comes with a really nice manual and a really nice paper score sheet that you can use. I have just done them digitally, so the words in bold are the words that you're listening for. So I know this is not as visually friendly as it could be, but it works for me. So we've got directed right ear, directed left ear, the practice and the test items. And so it's, the sentence they would need to say the park is near the road, but really they only need to get park is near road, and they would get all 4 of those correct. And then it's a right ear score, sum of words out of 35, and then the left ear one, and the total of that would be out of 70. And so we would take that value for their total, and we would use that against the Keith norms for their age group, and we could put that there to see how they did and if there was an ear advantage or not.